Hi, thanks for watching. This is not a drill. Today we're going to fix a Kenmore Elite dishwasher, and the upper rack adjuster is broken. And we'll show you what's broken here. So you see when you pull the dishwasher out, this adjuster bar falls down. And the adjuster bar is broken and falls down because this adjuster rack here has lost its retaining clip. So I have purchased replacement parts for this. And the parts that you'll need are a flathead screwdriver, a 5mm nut driver, and these are the replacement parts. This is the adjuster, and you can see right here, this is the tab that holds that adjuster bar on, and that's what we're actually looking to fix. And I bought this spring as well. Here's the part number. Because I'm not sure what kind of condition the spring is in. Altogether, these parts cost me about $30, and we'll get started here in just a moment. Okay, so the first step is we have to remove the rack from the dishwasher. So what we're going to do here is you come in close. We have to take off this, we have to push this tab in and lift the rack so that, oops. Well, that's not good, but we're replacing that part anyways. So we're replacing this part, and we got it off the rack here, and I'm gonna do the same on the other side. Let's see here. Just push it in and come right out. And now I gotta pull the rack off here. Now the rack is off. Okay, stop. Okay, so the next step is we're going to remove this adjuster bar on both sides. And I have a 5mm nut driver. It's not in there real tight. Actually, this is probably not exactly the right size, but it's all I have, and I think it'll work just fine. So I'm just going to turn this on, remove this nice and carefully. Okay, there's one screw. I'm going to go to the other side here. Now, these are plastic parts, most of them. So, and some of them do feel a little brittle, so I'm gonna be real careful here. And we're gonna just remove this bar here. Okay. And here. All right, and that's the end of step 2. So we just removed this spring from here, and I think it's actually in fair condition. It's got a little soap and maybe some corrosion on it, but I couldn't tell exactly what the problem was. So I ordered a part anyways, and I think the part was between $5 and $10, and I thought if I'm gonna take it apart, might as well just replace it. So if you have this problem, you may not need to replace the spring, but probably not a bad investment if you choose to do it. Okay, so the next step here is to remove this adjuster assembly here so that we can remove the adjuster piece here. So the way to remove this is you just insert a flathead screwdriver and gently, it's plastic, pry the tab out here at the bottom. Very gently. There we go. Remove that, okay? Then we're gonna remove the back piece as well. And the next step will be to remove this piece. Okay, so the next step is to remove the 3 adjuster connectors that connect the adjuster to the rack. And there's one here, there's one here, and there's one here in the middle, and they all come off different ways. So the first one, you pull this off the rack. There we go, and slip it off there, so that's off. The next one, you actually have to lift the bottom of this up while pushing on the top of the adjuster rack. There, that's off, okay? That clip just comes off here. Okay, and now the last one, here in the middle, you just pry it off really gently with the screwdriver. I'm gonna see if I can flathead screwdriver. See if I can get in there. There we go, done. All right, now, let's make sure I don't lose this part here. The adjuster rack comes right off. Here we go. And I think what's really important is you just want to make sure that it goes on in the new one goes on in the same place. Okay? Okay, so now we're just going to replace the adjusters here. We want to keep the same orientation here, so I'm just going to pull out this one, replace it with this one here. Very good. And now we're just going to go in reverse order. We're going to put this connector clip on. It should just go on with your hand. I'm just going to push this in here. There we go. And this guy needs to, there we go. Come up here, up to the top here. There we go. You just kind of click it in there. And then the last one, where did I put it? Here we go. I'm going to put it through the tab here first. Maybe I should have done that first. Let's see here. Oh boy. Oops. There it goes. Oops. Now, if I can just... There we go, all in. Great, so you just need to connect 1, 2, 3 connectors and your adjuster's back on. So we're gonna put this adjuster housing back in, and we did learn a little trick here. So this mechanism needs to be centered in the adjuster here, and it needs to be in this gap. That's really important, otherwise the housing won't come back together. And the trick you want to listen for is to make sure that it clicks. Whoops, so not that click. There we go. Okay, so when I lift this up, or pull it down, sorry. Click. Click, right? That's really important. That means that the mechanism is working right, and then the housing cover will go on top and should fit pretty easily. You just align the tabs here on the top, okay? And then you squeeze in at the bottom to get these tabs in, and there you go. So now you have, the adjuster is working. Great. Okay, so we're just about done here. So the next step is to take the adjuster bar and to reattach it to the rack. So what we're going to do is put the bar under the spring here and lift it on top of this tab right here. Okay? We're gonna do that on the other side before, whoop. Let's see here, maybe we should put the screw on first. Okay, see if I can get sorry about the camera shot here. Okay. So that's not great. I'm gonna do the other side, then I'll fix this guy here. Oop. Oh, that's how it's supposed to be. Goes right in the groove there. I'll have to fix the other side. Fix the other side. Let's close. clearly not in right. Oops, okay. Had a couple oopses on this project. There we go, now it's in the groove. Okay, last step is to put it back in the dishwasher. Okay, we're just gonna put this back in the dishwasher now. Back tab's going first. There we go. There we go. There's that one. There we go. All right, I think we're in. So now it lifts up, it stays, comes up, goes in. Working great. Okay, all finished. So final comments. What we learned in this project is actually both sides of those adjuster racks were broken. They were chipped off. So I ended up having to buy the left and the right adjuster rack. So if you're going to replace this, you might want to replace both adjuster racks. The plastic gets really old and brittle. And if you don't want to be doing this again in the near future, you might just want to get them both done out of the way. Also, just keep in mind that the parts for us took a while to get. They weren't in stock. So before you take it apart, make sure you have the parts with you. And I'll put all the links to the parts in the notes. Thanks for watching.